as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Wolverines will kick it away first. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air, it's Manning. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They'll try the run. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the 4th down. Nice start for this defense.
Touchdown, Wolverine! Special teams proving to be special. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball reached. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution of that punt return.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, this defense has set the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And I love the discipline on defense right now. Big 3rd downs. Everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense. For a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try and put some points on the board.
They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. The sweet feet buy a little time. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time, able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got third and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
Michigan 7, Texas 0.
So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
You get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Now he's going to break the pocket. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets rid of it. Fires to the tight end. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Great place to start for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Wolverine. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 17th-ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Edwards. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Will have to use its first time out of the half. Johnson looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Throws for the tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes.
Wide open spaces. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
This is a receiver who's so dangerous once he has the football in his hands. That's a simple slant pass, but after he catches it, he's able to work in the middle of the field, finds the open green, and get the first down.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
It's caught downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Finding an escape route. Bulldozes his way through. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Kansas State, 0.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
This one's complete. Touchdown, Wildcats! Once he got some room, it was over.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. He caught it, made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to pass. It's Salter. Sets up the screen. It's a seam wide open. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Soft spot in the middle. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got him. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like
turning it on. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's Salter. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the 1st down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the 1st half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Kansas State will kick off as we get things started here in the 3rd quarter. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense picks it up. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be brought down. In front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Dropping back, it's Salter. Starting to feel a little pressure. Find some fresh air. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stop just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
on first down from their own 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Quarterback making adjustments. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Sends it downfield. It's caught. Lots of running room. Touchdown, Colorado. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Man, there was something going on that play between the quarterback and receiver. They were looking at each other, and it was almost like they were smiling. The receiver's out to his right. He saw something he liked. He knew he had the post throw, and it was on. Shows you the speed, puts on the afterburners, accurate throw, and it's a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And it's up and no good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bucks. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Be looking forward to it all week. The Hoosiers will kick it away to start. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw. It's back. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Daniels. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Now improvising. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. That means you got...
Oh, he's got some space. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Offense changing the play. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking for a gap. It's Fletcher. What a play by this offense. Finally out of bounds and a perfect way to wrap up the first quarter.
Miami 7, Indiana 0.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Dropping back, it's Beck. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
This offense has it with really good field position. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And the defense got him at the 27.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Got a man. It's Cooper. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
What a a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Back to throw, it's back. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage.
He's got it at the 30. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. It's Johnson. Got enough space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Marches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. And they're not on the same page there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.